Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Speaker, today I rise in strong support of Mr. DeSantis' House Resolution 259 and Mr. Engel's H.R. 2658, which both speak to the ongoing political, economic, social, and humanitarian crisis in Venezuela under the dictatorship of Nicolas Maduro. Once the richest country in South America, Venezuela now has a total unpaid bond debt of over $1 billion and is in default on multiple loans. The regime is responsible for widespread human rights abuses, including extrajudicial killings, mass arbitrary detentions, and torture of the political opposition. They have detained 5 Citgo executives who are dual U.S. Venezuelan citizens, as well as U.S. citizen and religious missionary Joshua Holt, who remains unjustly imprisoned. American adversaries are among the main supporters of Venezuela. More than a dozen high-ranking Cuban officers, as well as thousands of Cuban intelligence agents, are reportedly in Venezuela. Venezuela continues to receive financial support from Russia and China. Venezuela also possesses 5,000 Russian-made man-portable surface-to-air missile and is the largest operator of Russian arms and military hardware in Latin America. The humanitarian crisis is not contained to Venezuela alone. The crisis in Venezuela has led to mass immigration. Last year, the U.S. received 18,000 requests from Venezuela seeking to escape the brutal regime. Waves of Venezuelan refugees have fled to Chile, Argentina, Colombia, and Brazil, threatening to create a region-wide migration crisis. The regime refuses to accept humanitarian aid from the international community, preferring instead to use its citizens as political pawns at the expense of their health and safety. I commend the efforts of the Trump administration to take a principled stand to support the Venezuelan people and sanction the most dangerous actor in the Venezuelan government. Just yesterday, the regime threatened the elections in Venezuela would only take place if these sanctions were lifted. I wholeheartedly reject this threat, remain committed to the sanctions, and to continuing to put pressure on the Maduro regime. I want to express my strong support for these 2 bills. The U.S. supports a free, democratic, and independent Venezuela that is accountable to the people. We stand ready to assist the Venezuelan people and provide humanitarian assistance. And we urge more action from our partners in the region and the international community to resolve the crisis in Venezuela. With that, I yield back to balance my time.
The gentleman from New York is recognized.